Hello
Hello
guys, this
guys,
is
what's up?
Paracon, and
And this is the Rampant Shadow, and we're
we
playing Town of Salem. And I'm stealing Connor's intro because I'm cool.
yes, first video of the
Yeah.
channel, and you steal all the things. Well, Town of Salem is kind of a strategy mystery game where you get to select like what town you're in and what character you're on, what your house looks like for aesthetic reasons, and then you're assigned a role and your role will determine your goal. If you're a townie, then your goal is to kill all the unsavory characters, let's say. And if you're like one of the mafia, the arsonist, the witch, or anything else, you've got to get rid of all the townies, and sometimes each other.
Oh, and now for the simple rundown of that. Any of you who have played the game Mafia, not the Ep1 where you drive around in that car, you know, the one that was on consoles with the high graphics and all that, right? You'll know what this game is about. It's basically that, except to replace the werewolf, you have a serial killer whose goal is basically to kill everybody, whilst the mafia are selectively picking off people, and you've got the townies trying to survive, the arsonist trying to burn everybody, and finally you got the neutrals who have some role to fill out in one way or another.
Please ignore that Norton alert if you could see it. My computer does not like me doing anything.
So Connor, you gonna tell me your role?
Well, I am. Well, normally when if you see any other videos like this on YouTube, you wouldn't tell your friend, but we are trusting, aren't we?
Yeah.
We are trusting. So I will inform him that I am the retributionist.
Oh, okay.
And so, as a retributionist, you may be able to see here, the goal as a townie is to lynch every criminal evildoer. Those are the victory conditions I can have. And my only ability is that I can revive a single town member. Now, this is mostly used to revive investigators and like, so that you can find out who the evil guys are, but well, some people prefer to use it to revive doctors or mayors. And this is the worst possible time to start recording because I'm already dead.
Oh.
You've got to be kidding me. Well, just so you can see what the game looks like, I will continue to record. This will not be cut, so you can see just how the game works. I would have preferred to show you myself, but unfortunately, the Mafia decided they didn't like me.
I'm sorry.
You were the Mafia, weren't you?
I was the Godfather, yes. I'm so sorry.
So first you steal the intro of the first video, and then you kill me immediately.
This is how most of our games go. If Connor seems annoyed, he'll get over it pretty shortly.
I'm not annoyed.
I just realised something.
And what? What did
There's
you
a nice little site tab sitting in front of the video, like right over where it says Godfather.
Really?
Yep.
Well, isn't that useful? Oh, that was stupid. No. Now, somebody just revealed themselves as the mayor. Just the name. Right, as mayor, they have extra votes, so that once they do that, they can help get people lynched, which is one of the ways to which is the only way to get rid of some of the evildoers.
Like me.
But yes, like Luke, as the Godfather, he cannot be killed at night, so you must lynch him.
Well, actually,
it's called lynching, but they're not actually doing that. They're merely hanging. There's a very big difference. Each day comes in several sections. First is the section where the townies and the non-townies will discuss who they think is, well, to be lynched. You will then have a short discussion while voting who you want to be lynched, and if they get the required number of votes, they get put into this part where they attempt to, well, defend themselves after the, well, rather short time for defense, it allows the townies who aren't dead to vote on their fate. If the number of people that vote guilty is above that vote innocent, they get hung. You then get, the wheel gets red, it tells you their class. In terms of the others this time, they've decided to lynch. So you get to see what that looks like now.
And I just cut out. I'm great at this.
What, your video cut out?
Nah, the tab.
Oh.
They now get to see what I used to finish rendering this video after I'm done.
Well, there you go, a little behind the scenes on Luke's part, and they were a veteran. And I've been talked to by a medium. Mediums can talk to the dead to find out what they know.
Yeah, see, this is why I didn't tell him what my name was.
Yeah, this is why he didn't tell me. Now, unfortunately, I didn't know, so I'm going to have to tell a medium. Yeah, unfortunately, asking, well, something like the Retributionist for who they are isn't going to yield much results because, well, they're not going to know.
Yeah, unless they happen to be in a Skype call and the
Unless they happen to
person
be in
in
a
Skype
Skype call, like
said it.
me and Luke are, and we happen to know, which sometimes we have used Skype call as evidence. Not everyone listens. They normally are killed.
Yep.
Not by us.
Yeah, by
But
the town.
sometimes by us.
Yeah, you know.
Hey, guess what? Someone else is recording.
Yeah, because that was somebody else's kill note.
I feel stupid now. Thanks for that.
Well, anything to ruin your video.
That you've done 3 times already.
Yep.
Well, this is just the best first video ever.
Yeah, well, at least you get to post your first video.
You've already posted it.
Yeah, but not the first one I recorded.
We asked your problem for being a terrible administrator.
No, it's actually the problem of the fact that Prop Hunt is so loud. You know.
Well, this game isn't much quieter. And we're back at the voting.
Good point. I might mute this just because.
Well, I suppose we'll find out. To anyone here, if this ends up rolling in the behind the scenes what didn't get put on, then you know that it probably had way too much noise. If not, then, well, you'll know, won't you?
Yes, I guess I will.
And this time, the town was indecisive.
I like the fact that every time you spoke so far, the little thing that indicates how loud the recording is had gone into the red zone.
Well, that's your problem, isn't it? Not mine.
Actually, I believe it is your problem for talking so loud.
Well, it isn't, because yours does the same. It's because it's Skype. I've just realised the one mistake I said to myself when I was watching your videos to see how your one went was I need to talk louder, otherwise, well, I'll be really quiet like you are. But it turns out I'm not talking loud enough. This is unfortunate. Wait, what just... Never mind. And it's day 4, and still no one has died. But an amnesiac, remember they were a jailer. Amnesiacs are amnesiacs. They remember things.
Wait. Oh, that means the jailer was the one we killed.
Yeah, basically, amnesiacs at some point in the game are allowed to change their class to anyone in the graveyard.
I didn't think it would work for someone who'd been cleaned. I thought it was kind of a way to work around the amnesiacs. I'll be honest.
Now, we are both fairly new to this game, so we don't know everything. Like,
Well-
I didn't know what cleaned is.
Yeah, they basically removed the will and the role of anybody who, we kill. So
That
say
is
for
a
example,
very useful ability.
yeah, say for example we know someone, the investigator, we kill them, we get rid of their will.
And that will win the Mafia of the game, because the investigators are one of the most powerful classes. They're able to find out who everyone is and then write it in their will, so if they die, everyone still knows.
Well, random hanging, I'm assuming.
Possible random hand. They might have evidence, I haven't been looking at the chat.
Well, there's been no evidence I've seen.
Yeah. They're saying they're the medium. Well, it's not exactly like anybody in the graveyard can tell anybody anything. At this point, at least. Just watch as like a bunch of investigators die. Some people come up with the most interesting names in this. I'm just hoping that none of them are interesting enough to not be left in the video.
Oh, goodbye, my friend. You were a good consigliere.
And there we go. We have the consigliere, which is basically a mafia investigator.
Yeah, he's our private investigator. We basically have him going around to find stuff out.
So they know who to kill.
Yeah. I generally play really well at the consigliere. Yeah.
It's kind of hard to play wrong as someone whose sole purpose is to sit there and go into people's houses and find out who they are. You basically do that, you write it down, you do it again, you write it down, and then when you die, everyone knows everything. And that sounds another night. And still no one died. However, an amnesiac remembered they were a consigliere. Well, that was mean. That was very mean. They just repopulated the mafia.
Yep. And we got our vital roll back.
Now, unless the arsonist gets very lucky and manages to, just douse everybody in gasoline, the mafia is probably going to win. And it looks like we have another random lynching.
Why not? You don't like a random lynching.
Anybody that's a sensible player of this game. More often than not, this kills good people.
Yeah, I'm the mafia, so I don't care.
Yeah, but you wouldn't care. Unless it's your people.
Nope. Not on my team.
This is why I suspect you're a Gandalf.
Huh?
This is why I suspect you're Gandalf, because Gandalf tried to save that person, everyone else didn't.
I believe Gandalf abstained, actually.
No, I'm pretty sure he voted innocent.
I'm just going to take a look at the chat log.
Yep, everybody in this town just loves a random lynching.
Nope, Gandalf actually voted guilty.
Huh. Oh, that was a jester.
Well,
A jester
somebody is
is
screwed.
a neutral class, which their goal is funnily enough, to be hanged. Once they get hanged, then, well, they get to randomly kill someone from the grave.
Yep. And it's probably going to be me knowing my luck.
Yeah, well then, that'll serve you right for messing up this video.
Hey, Connor, do you want to know something funny?
What?
Unlike you, my video has 15 minutes of gameplay.
My video has 15 minutes of talking.
Yeah, I'm so cool.
Yeah, not the most successful first Town of Salem video.
Nope. Meanwhile, I've played this a lot, so I am generally better than Connor.
But you say that, but there's no evidence to suggest so.
Well, considering the amount of times I've managed to convince people I was a certain role, then survive the rest of the game because of their belief that I was a certain role,
And
my ability.
for lost time here, haven't they? 2 people have died.
Yep. We had a
That was
tactic to
suggested.
delay ourselves.
Who are they?
Fiona.
Well, the medium just hopefully gave away one of the Mafia, and Amy was killed by the Mafia, and there was no will. What were they, I wonder? There was a death note. This death note was from Luke, because Luke is the only killing Mafia on their team. Oh,
Yep.
It appears that they have been cleaned.
Yep.
We'll never know. One of the dead people seems to forget that they actually can't be seen because they're dead. So I wonder who's going to be listened to today. Will Gandalf or Anne be hung from this very oddly shaped post?
Well, it's kind of like the original design was, you know, some sort of cactus. See, do you want to know the really good thing about this though?
What?
The Mafia currently outnumber the town. So for the vote to be cast, you know, my Mafia would also have to vote me out.
Well, considering the average length of these, there will probably only be one in this. I'm sorry that there was no gameplay. That isn't my fault. You can blame that on Mr. Rampant Shadow over there.
Yeah.
And now we have them dead.
Yep. Now for them to lynch one of us, it would require, you know, my Mafia to vote me out, which would make them douchebags. But
Well, as I said a few nights ago, the Mafia have won this one.
yep,
Unfortunately for me.
the body. Oh wait. It looks like, oh, because if the mayor votes, then we are. If the mayor votes, then they can hang me.
that grammar. And it appears that the Mafia have Tongue Haiku. Oh, that was Mayor.
My game is running so much slower than the actual game.
Well, that's called Karma.
Like, I'm not even ready to vote yet. I'm on the defense. Like, I didn't even know you were being voted.
This may or may not come out on YouTube. I'm not sure if I should actually keep this as my first one because nothing happened. Not heck to it. It will come out. It will describe the game, so then we can actually get into the thick of it next time, and I don't have to go through the explainy thing all over again. Which would be nice, to say the least.
Well, I'm going to kill just the name, because his vote counts for free, and then, you know. And then,
That
you know,
would be a
what
good
are the
idea for
town
you.
going to do?
And they were a janitor.
Yep. Conveniently, I'm just going to kill the mayor now, because their vote counts for free. So, mayor, goodbye. It was nice knowing you.
Well, there we go. Lucas won this game, and I'm not going to do a thing about it. Not just because my class is very, very difficult to play, but also because I was killed immediately.
Well, Mary Johnson is actually an arsonist, not an anarchist.
Yes, anarchists are also in this game.
Yeah.
Their sole role is to kill the mayor.
Yep.
They automatically spawn if there's a mayor. It's a hidden class, no one knows about it. Oh look, Noah died, and just a name. By the arsonist.
Yep. I was aware of this happening. They told me just before.
That grammar.
Yep. Well, do you want to know what's convenient?
And what is convenient?
Mary Johnson can't kill me, I can't kill her.
Well, she wins anyway because she's an arsonist.
Actually, I believe I win because she wins with me.
Exactly, so she still wins. I'm not sure why the game hasn't ended already, but oh well. I guess that is just something that we'll have to deal with. Well, it appears this will amount to nothing for quite a while. But I'm still not going to cut the video short because, well, why would I do that? That wouldn't be any fun. You wouldn't get to see the end.
Yeah. Of me surviving, the arsonist surviving, and yeah.
And them accomplishing nothing because everyone is dead, so there's no point of there being a mafia in the first place. Which is the one point of this game.
Do you think they realize they have night immunity?
Not sure. They might. They might not.
Yeah, because they're just telling me about how they're going to kill me.
Oh, well then they probably don't realize that.
Yep. And I'm pretty sure
the
they're going to...
ever-prolonging night. The longest period of time in the game.
Yep.
Which the dead spend doing nothing.
Well, pretty sure they talk about stuff like, you know,
Yeah, well, I'm not talking though because I have nothing to say.
oh, they can kill me.
Can they?
They can douse me in gas and burn me.
Well, apparently they don't win with you. Well, it appears, Luke, that you will actually not win after all.
Yep. But
You've had your comeuppance at the hands of an arsonist.
well,
How do you
yeah.
feel?
I'm actually okay because I have around 25 minutes of gameplay. You know, playing games instead of talking.
Well,
I mean, I got to
that's
do
your
both.
fault. That is your fault.
Yeah. Well, maybe you should play better, Connor.
I can't help it if you kill me.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't have chose that person if I didn't think, you know, that was you because of the.
So you killed me solely to mess around with my video.
No. It was actually luck.
Oh. Look about in the comments if you think he's lying. And always
It's okay,
use a conversation in the comments. Especially an argument. Everyone loves those.
I'm actually glad I died because I made a will just for this.
Well, you would, wouldn't you? You knew it was coming.
Yeah, I wrote this will at the beginning because I thought I would have been hung. You know, I feel like at this point that the arsonist shouldn't be immune.
Well,
Like, what would happen if we got here and it was the serial killer and the Godfather? Then what?
not sure.
Because they're both immune to each other. So what are they supposed to do?
Well, I suppose it's something we may never know. And there we go. This game of... Wow. So we're going to start quoting now. Mocking. So wonderful. Okay, and there we go.
Yep, so this was
Count of Salem, and we...
Connor stole my outro, so I was just
Well, I
going to say
stole your-
goodbye,
you
guys.
stole my intro.
We will see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.